Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Thursday, August 10th, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. In the last 24 hours, the price of Bitcoin was up 4.5%, with a last of 34.18, a high of 34.19, and a low of 32.65. The price of Bcash was at last an average of 301 with a high of 319 on Sexio and a low of 293 on Bitfinex. It's still 41% more profitable to mine the original chain, real Bitcoin, up from yesterday's 24%, but down from the previous day's 54%. Yes, Bitcoin has no intrinsic value, but neither does a dollar bill. Great article from Wired magazine this morning defending Bitcoin from one of the oldest arguments in the book, the Bitcoin has no intrinsic value argument, which Wired describes as a weak argument, saying that, in truth, almost nothing in the world of trading and money has intrinsic value. Money has only the value that is ascribed to it over time. Fiat currency, issued by nations, has always faced distrust from skeptics who say it's backed only by a government's good faith. Hence, the author believes we have nostalgia for the simpler times of the gold standard, a time when the world made sense. Maybe, just maybe, it's starting to make sense again. Bitcoin breaks through $3,500 to hit fresh record high, now up 264% for the year. Yes, this seems about right for an asset that was recently described on CNBC as the new gold, with analyst Tom Ford saying, given a choice between precious metals and US stocks, Bitcoin was easily the best option between now and the end of 2017. He went on to say that given the current money supply and rate of gold discovery, if Bitcoin could capture just 5% of the alternative currency market, it would be a value per coin of $25,000 to $50,000. Perhaps this is why Goldman Sachs has begun telling their high-value clients about Bitcoin and that there are real dollars at work here. Meanwhile, police in the UK seek to change the laws, making Bitcoin easier to seize. One of the ways they'd like to do it by labeling Bitcoin as cash, something that other branches of the government have been reluctant to do because of the poor comparison between fiat currency and the far superior Bitcoin. Much like General Motors, who killed the all-electric EV1 because of bad optics when it was placed next to their gas-guzzling Hummer. We're also joined by Jimmy Song for a quick check of Bitcoin scaling. How's it going, Jimmy?
It's going great. Obviously, there's been a lot of things happening this week, but one of the things that happened yesterday was that the difficulty adjustment period for Bitcoin closed. So it was around, Bitcoin Cash was around 13.7% of the difficulty of Bitcoin, but it's currently 12.5% because difficulty on Bitcoin went up as a result of the difficulty adjustment that happened yesterday. So that's about 8 times. So I think the implied price there is like $420 or so. And Bitcoin Cash has mined something like 102 blocks the last 24 hours. That projects out to them adjusting on their closing on their difficulty adjustment period, the normal one, not the special one, in about 8 days. So that takes us to about August 19th or so. We're still projected to have SegWit activated on Bitcoin on, I think, around August 21st or August 22nd. So you will be able to do SegWit transactions, and perhaps some form of Lightning may be available. One interesting bit I wanted to point out was Johnson Lau proposed on the Bitcoin devs mailing list a way to do colored coins on Bitcoin. Now that's like a topic that's fairly close to my heart because that's what got me into Bitcoin coding or development, because I worked on the colored coins project back in 2013. But Charlie Lee put out a Twitter poll asking if Litecoin supporters would be interested in having that colored coins implementation be on Litecoin. That would certainly change the game quite a bit because for the most part, a lot of these ICOs are really just colored coins on Ethereum. So if that comes to Litecoin or Bitcoin, that would certainly changed things quite a bit. We'll have to see if this gains any traction, but the vision that we had for color coins when I was working on it back in 2013 may finally come to fruition all the way back. I don't know if you guys know, but Vitalik was actually involved in that project. So it would be very interesting if this came back full circle.
All right, thanks, Jimmy, for that update. We've got about 540 live viewers. If everyone could give us a thumbs up and a share, that'll help more people find the show. Also, if it's your first time here, please subscribe down below. And now we're joined by Tone Vase with a check of the current markets. How's it going, Tone?
Hey guys, going good. Woke up this morning, so the price of Bitcoin is going up. Now, this will be a bit of a double-edged sword as I talk about the daily chart. From the weekly perspective, everything just looks absolutely beautiful. We had that buy signal at 28.25 mark using Bitstamp prices, and I'm still projected for my maybe 5 additional weeks of upside. So now we're looking all the way out into mid-September for a potential high using the weekly candles. So far, so good. The daily chart becomes interesting. So yesterday was a very tricky day because we were, those that are more familiar with technical trading, I guess I'm going to stick to the numerical numbers above, which may not fully understand. So for that, you may want to watch my videos still for now on my YouTube channel, and there'll be one coming later today. But we did have this doji candle signifying a potential reversal, which coincided with our targets of 3,500. So that all looked good. And there was a potential short play just using the candles, even though these numbers were indicating a top on Friday using Bitfinex prices. If we're using Bitstamp prices, this count would be slightly different, calling for a top on Sunday instead of Friday. But the way I was looking at it was, I wasn't sure if this was going to be an 8 or not, because we need the next candle to close above 3,400. So if tomorrow we close above 3,400, there is a profit-taking situation. While if tomorrow closes below 3,400, it actually creates a more optimistic short-term scenario that this move is not yet ready to top. So for now, we are treating it as tomorrow a potential day for some profits. And if tomorrow we have a traditional reversal-looking candle, something more like a hammer, like if I slide back, something like this. If we get a candle that's looking something like this tomorrow, that is certainly the time to potentially take some profits. But for now, going the rest of the day today and into tomorrow, I am pretty bullish Bitcoin.
All right, thanks, Tone, for that update. We'd just like to thank everyone for watching. It's been a shockingly fast week here. I can't believe that it's Thursday already. If you're in San Francisco or the San Francisco area, we're having a meetup tonight at the El Rio. It's our famous drink up meeting around 6:30. You can find out more on the Bitcoin meetup page. It's at meetup.com, San Francisco Bitcoin Meetup. And just like to tell you about tomorrow, we'll be back with Today in Bitcoin. And later in the day, around 1 o'clock Pacific time on the World Crypto Network, we'll be back with the Bitcoin group. Thanks so much for watching. I almost forgot to put up the QR code. In case you'd like to send us a few donations, we've got several QR codes here. I guess we got 2 today. And we've also got a great Patreon campaign. We're up to around 50 or so Patreons. It's pretty awesome of our goal of 100. So thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.